Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Mata Oko, a makeup artist and beauty enthusiast based in Benin City, Nigeria. It's been a long time, guys, since I applied makeup on anybody. So I decided to just try it out again today, and I applied something light on this gorgeous melanin beauty. So stay tuned and enjoy the step-by-step transformation.
Me around, yeah.
So I started with the Ganya micellar water and baby wipes in cleaning her face. So I gently pat it on her skin and clean it. I went in again with the simple moisturizer to load up her skin with moisture. Shout out to that Smolly you're seeing on the screen. Her name is Chikamso. She's my neighbor and she came around when we were doing the makeup. She was disturbing me, guys. But anyways, I enjoyed her company, and yeah, in case you've seen any hand or leg or anything flying around, just know it's Chikamso in the background. So I went in with this classic lip gloss to moisturize her lips before we start applying the foundation and everything. I went in with the Rimmel face primer, and applied it all over her face. I then asked my model where she tends to sweat the most, and she told me she sweats the most on her nose region and then a little on her smile line. Then I applied this sweat block, the Zickel sweat block, and patting it on those areas where she sweat the most. So I'm using this Maybelline Super Stay Matte Foundation, and guys, it was her perfect match, so I didn't have to mix it up with anything. I usually like to apply it first off with the brush, then I'm going with a damp beauty sponge to just blend out everything to her skin. Guys, see how it matches perfectly. Meanwhile, I make sure that that sweat block dried out completely, and then the Rimmel primer I applied. Guys, I noticed that my model was very ticklish on her jaw when I'm patting her jaw or her cheek. So I didn't stop. I mean, it took me so long to make her come out like this laughing. She was not just smiling when she came in. So when I saw this was her weak point, I leveraged on it very well. So I went in with this Avon concealer. I mixed two different shades, and now I'm saying it, I think it was way lighter than it should be. But don't be scared. I blended out everything very well. So just calm down, okay? I went in with this dark shade of the Avon to just I get now I'm looking at it. I'm feeling this should have been the highlight color, but I felt it was too dark. But seeing it now, I think this would have been a very perfect highlighting shade. But anyways, don't be scared. I went in with this Kiss Beauty spray to just break down everything before I start working it up with my beauty sponge. So I lost some color when I was blending the concealer. Then I went in with this light shade because I wanted the under eye to be very bright. And I'm using a brush to just slightly pat it in before I use the beauty sponge to blend in every hash line. comes to setting the face with setting powder, I really love to go in step by step, like little by little. I love to build the setting powder on her face. So I started off very light with the setting powder, and I started building it up to bake with the setting powder. And then I just use what's left off on the beauty sponge to just pat on every part of her face. I went in with the V Beauty powder. I went in with the V Beauty powder to dust off the setting powder. I think that was like the darkest shade they had as well. Or I think that's the darkest shade in the V Beauty powder collection. Then I'm dusting off the setting powder, and this was how it looked by the time I was done with everything. I went in again with this Kiss Beauty spray to just break down everything and make it have a very good finish. As usual, I went in with the beauty sponge to press it in. Then I applied some more setting powder to catch up or catch off every eyeshadow fallout that will be coming out when I'm applying the eyeshadow. And I'm using the ZKL eyeshadow palette to apply the blush. I'm using the burnt orange color in that palette to apply the blush. I really love that color in the palette for blush. I really love it so much. So I did her brows off camera. I didn't know my phone was not recording when I did it. But anyways, we have several more videos to get acquainted with how I do my brows, right? So I went in with this burnt orange shade in the eyeshadow palette to deepen her crease, or to contour her crease rather. I also used the brown shade. I didn't include that as well, but I used the brown shade as well to mix it with that orange color. Now I'm trying to cut her crease with my eyeshadow primer, and so I asked her to look up so I know where to get it up to. I hope you understand what I'm saying though. But anyways, I'm cutting the crease like this very gently, like very, very gently. I did the same for the other eye, and now I'm applying the eyeshadow. I'm using this pink, baby pink shadow from the palette. Okay, at this point I was trying to extend this eyeshadow primer because I felt the way I cut that crease, it was not making her eye to pop. She has a very small eye, so I wanted something to make her eye pop. So I extended that eyeshadow primer a little in front just to make her eye pop the more. Gets. So after doing this, I went back. I continued with the eyeshadow application again, and yeah. So basically, I used all shades of pink. I used a very light pink in front. I used a darker shade at the middle. Then I went in with a darker shade. I think it was even a reddish shade I used. But sorry I couldn't include all that clip because I feel it's going to make this video very lengthy. So yeah. I also lined her waterline with that eyeshadow primer, and I applied that same baby pink shadow I used at the beginning of her crease. So I'm blending out the eyeshadow, the setting powder I used in catching fallout. I'm blending it out with my powder palette, and this is it. When I was done, I went in again with the Kiss Beauty setting spray to seal up everything I did. Did I mention I also used my my So Pro setting spray. I used it, but I didn't include this. I don't know why I didn't include this in this video. But anyways, I'm telling you now that I used it. Then I'm going in with the Flawless Ivy highlighting palette. Guys, this palette is really, really, really pigmented. So when using it, you have to be extra careful. Like, so it doesn't just ruin the whole makeup. So it's time for the lipstick, and I'm using this brown shade to line her lips, and I'm carefully lining it through. I also use this pink shade, this pink lippy, to blend out that brown. I was trying to create like a nudish pinkish look on her lips. I went in with this nude as well to top up that pink. But then again, I was still feeling that something is still missing on this look. You know, I had to use a gloss to top it up because I'm a loyal gloss girl. So yeah, I just had to use gloss. I felt to just find out this way, but the gloss just took it from a 70 to 100. And that's on what? That's on period. So I used this lip gloss. This is the classic lip gloss, by the way. I use it to just line up everything I did on her lips. Guys, just look at it now. See how the gloss is just making her look like a charm girl. Like, what? I love the way this gloss just took this whole look. I love gloss, guys. It's so, in fact, have I told you that gloss is one of those beauty items I can't do without? Like, it just transformed everything. Like, at this point, she was feeling herself. She was so happy about the whole look, and guys, I was just blushing. So I needed to do her hair. I just felt this her low cut was not just making everything put together, so I just had to fix her hair. So yeah, I went in with this wig cap to press down this her full haircut. I used the gel and edge control to brush her front hairline to make it slicker, before wearing the wig on it. So yeah, this is when I put on the wig. At first, she was quite skeptical about the wig, but then when I was done styling it, she was in love completely. She could not just stop talking, guys. Like, at first, she came in very shy, very quiet. I thought she was not even going to talk throughout the whole transformation, but then again, I saw her other side. You know, there's something looking good does to somebody, it just takes your confidence from 0 to 100. And girl, this look really, really it killed it completely, and I really love doing this on this pretty girl. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed watching. Because I really enjoyed doing this video, guys. I really, really enjoyed it. Leave me a nice comment down below. I'm waiting for you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you leave. Subscribe and join the family. I really, really appreciate when you do that. And yeah, until our next video, stay beautiful and blessed. Mwah.